and welcome back to my channel, Meg Victoria. So if you've not done so, please hit that subscribe button. And today we are kicking off Halloween looks. Now guys, I have been slacking. It is like mid-October and I've barely done any Halloween makeup, so I thought I'd ease myself into it just with a really cute, simple look that anyone can do, anyone can pull off, and like, oh my god, it's freaking adorable. So I obviously did this Cindy Lou makeup, so it's really cute, and I had some fun with the hair. What's great about like Whoville hair is you can really kind of just like do whatever you want and it works, because you know, the crazier the better. We got this little guy, he's flopping around. But it's a super fun, cute makeup, and I thought it's totally appropriate for like school, for anything where, you know, like gore is not like accepted. I really had a lot of comments from people saying they wanted like something that's just easy to do, that doesn't take a ton of time, that, you know, they can put together and feel like they have a character, but like, you know, they're not spending 5 hours doing Halloween makeup like us crazy makeup artists are. But with all that said, let's get started. So we've got hair, makeup. I would have done an outfit, however, the only thing that I own is red is this like red lingerie bustier, so I was like, shit, I am not prepared for this. But you know, it's a super cute look and I really hope you enjoy. So with all that said, let us get started. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do, since we are trying to be a youthful young little child, we're gonna start with some moisturizer and primer just to really make sure our skin has a nice smooth canvas to begin. But then I'm gonna just take some foundation. I'm taking a foundation a little bit lighter than my skin because, you know, this is like winter time. And I really want nice flawless skin, so I'm gonna apply a fair bit of that. Okay, so our skin is super nice and flawless. The next thing we're gonna do is just take some salmon concealer, and I'm going to do a little color correction under my eyes just to really brighten them. Make sure there's no darkness. So you can just blend that out with your finger, and then usually after my finger I just switch to a beauty blender. So that's just kind of gonna bring back the color underneath the eyes. Now we can go in with some brightening. So, okay, so I've got just my porcelain concealer from LA Girl, and I'm gonna do kind of my regular highlighting, but instead of taking it all the way out as I usually do, I'm gonna really focus this just in the center of the face, and this is just gonna round out my face like a child. But mind you, don't really need much help with that because I literally look like I'm like 10. But I'm just gonna do a little highlighting there. I'm gonna do the bridge of my nose, and actually I will be contouring my nose for like the first time in my life today. So we're gonna put that just a little down the nose. And we're really gonna bring this palated area forward because this is like a shape of like the Who's, right? So it's basically just a lot of concealer in the center of the face. A little bit here, and then just we'll start prepping the eyes. It's a lot of concealer, but this is when you can really like change the shape of your face to kind of fit the character you're trying to go for. So for our like Cindy Lou Who character, we really want to like round out our face like a child. So again, I'm just going to keep the concealer right under the eyes. Usually I bring it out, but I want to keep all the light in the center of the face. Okay, so now that we have brightened up the center of the face, we're going to do some contouring. So I'm going to take my favorite little contour, which is just the RCMA Color Process Foundation in the S1 shade, because it's like just so, like, you'll see, it's just such a good contour shade. So I'm going to start by contouring my nose, which like I don't do. So I'm going to kind of connect it to the eyebrows and go right down my nose. And I'm going to leave it a little bulbous on the end. And I'll just put a little dot there. Looks so cute. It's so cute, I know. Okay. So then, like a child, we want to have really like rounded eyes. So I'm going to kind of contour a little lid shape into my eye. This doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to like round out our eyes a little bit more, like a cartoon character, so they're really like the Grinch. And now for our contour, so we're still gonna do a little contouring, but instead of going like down and creating that like very glamour chiseled look, we're gonna take your contour and really follow your cheeks, and really like, you're gonna really follow that cheekbone to really like lift the cheek. So it's really simple, just tap on your cheek and you'll feel exactly where it is. And if you smile, it'll kind of like caress your smile, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so now you've got a little bit of contouring done just for some facial dimensions and shapes. And also, depending on your face, you may need to do a little bit more. I just have a very round face, so I literally I look like a child already, so it's not that much work for me. So let's just start blending this out. Okay, so to set all of our bronzer stuff, we are going to use our Hoola Light bronzer from Benefit, and it's perfect because it's nice light in shade, and it is just super natural as it has no shimmer. So we're going to set the eyes, and then we'll set the nose. And then with a little bit of a bigger brush, we'll set the cheeks. And then you can just bring your concealer a little up on the sides of the nose just to make sure it didn't get any like muddiness around here. And just tap that out. Okay, so we're just going to keep going with our cream products. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this Eve Pearl highlighter right here. And it is super shimmery, and usually I go for a gold highlighter, but we're going to go for this nice little like frosty pink highlighter, and that's really going to give us the shapes and dimension we're looking for. So for the highlighter, we're going to apply it in two spots. We're going to do our usual like side of the face beautifulness, and then when you smile, we're going to apply it right there, right where the light naturally hits your smile, and that's really going to give you that like childlike cartoon look. And I'm kind of just going to bring it almost like up where my concealer would be. And then you can see that they kind of all round out. Okay, so once everything is all blended out, the last cream product before we go and set everything is going to be this cream blush, and this is from Make It Forever. Super pigmented. Again, I just love creams. I think they have a beautiful luminescence, especially when creating this like childlike fairy tale character. So we're going to use that little guy, and I'm just going to use this on my hands. And I'm going to apply it right at that apple. So it's really about kind of shifting your placement. Like usually when we apply products, we apply them a little higher, and that's just kind of the way like makeup nowadays is done. But for this guy, we're going to apply it right at that apple like a little child. And then you can just blend that out. I just like creating kind of this like, you know, the nice like wintered cheeks, like really rosy cheeks, because this is a wintertime character, right? So you want to think of the elements of what you're kind of creating, all that good stuff. Okay, so now we have a nice base of cream products. So we're going to go and make sure everything is nice and set with powder now. So first thing I'm going to do is going to attack my under eyes, because those are always the first thing to crease. So we're going to just tap those out and set with a little RCMA no color powder, and just kind of around the face. Just a light set of this first. Then before I forget, I do also want to take a tiny bit of the blush. I'm going to mix that in with the nose highlight and kind of create this like a little bit more of a pinky like flushed color. And then right on top of the cream blush also, I just want to apply a little bit of this red. This is going to kind of give us a little bit more of that like blood coming from within the skin. It's just really, really pretty. Then I'm going to go in and we're just going to deepen the contours of the nose. So like once you've put other makeup on, you can kind of start to see what you need to do. So get that nose contour. And then for the highlights, I really love this Essence highlighter because it doesn't look like really glittery like, you know, a traditional highlight, but it gives a really, really pretty glow. So I'm just gonna apply that where we want to. So just smile and apply that so you get that lovely little cartoon look. And then whatever's left, a little bit up. We're gonna do that same highlight that we used on the face, and that's just gonna really tie everything together, which is really cute. And then you're gonna set that with the same Essence highlighter just to make things really easy. And then I was looking, like Cindy Lou, who actually has a decently like defined brow, which I was like, all right, girl. She's got a good angle to it, so all we're gonna do is kind of just create a little bit of our shaping underneath just to really lift our brow like hers. But then we're really just gonna take some powder and kind of flick it through. Like you really want a soft, soft brow because these are children. They don't sit and do their brows like with Anastasia for like, you know, 30 million hours like we all do. Now I'm just doing my same old change this brow shape because it's horrible. So I'm gonna just do that, but I'm leaving the brows super like fluffy and, you know, not done whatsoever. Then we'll just set them with brow gel, and I'm really gonna make sure I brush them up. Okay, so next up, all we're gonna do is add the tiniest littlest wing to the outer corners of our eyes. And Cindy Lou, who actually has like, she has a rounded shape like, you know, children do, but it is also kind of almondy. And they actually in the movie do like extend and give her like lashes on the outer corner. So what we're gonna do is just create a tiny little wing that's gonna extend the eye outward, which I really like, and give us also something for our lashes to sit on. So see, it's a super, super tiny wing, so I'll just complete that on the other side. I want to add a little punch to the highlight because I'm me. And so I'm going to grab some of this Galani powder because this stuff really packs a punch. Like, watch this. Yeah. And I feel like with children's looks especially, it is literally all about the highlight. So, just going to highlight like that. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same bronzer shade, but I'm going to apply a little just shadowing right underneath the eye. This always just kind of rounds it out, which is always really pretty. And it really gives that like doll like effect. Okay, so we just need one quick coat on the top lashes because we are going to be applying false lashes. So for the false lashes, I have my Dear Lovely's number 11 Kiss Lashes. They're such a great lash, especially for this kind of look, because they really look like nice and spiky. Like they give you that like childhood like drawn on lash kind of look, but at the same time they also flare out, so they elongate the eyes like we were talking about how we want to do. So I just love these lashes, so I'm just gonna pop these guys on. Okay, so lashes are on now. I was looking at the photo, and Cindy Lou, who has literally nothing underneath her eyes, and I think that really helps like lift the cheekbones and like really, you know, connect everything. However, we did add a little bit of like the brown shadow underneath, and I think that kind of rounds out the eyes and kind of does what we need it to do. I did want to add one more thing. So what I want to do is I'm going to just take a little bit of a brown eyeliner, just so this is not too intense. I'm going to draw on little lashes. So we're not actually going to apply a mascara, but we'll just draw on little lashes. Just like even like 3 in the outer corner, and yeah, that just gives us that like the Grinch. So all I'm going to do now is take a little bit of my Flash palette, and I'm going to grab a little bit of my red, and I'm just going to apply this like heavy all over the nose, because like she has a really red nose. So I'm just going to start by tapping with my finger, and then we can blend with our beauty blender. Like, you know, you start by playing it safe at the beginning of tutorials and stuff, and then by the end you're just like, go for it. Okay, so once we've done that, I'm just like, I feel like that did what I needed it to do. I just needed like a red nose, and we're just gonna make sure we get underneath the nose and like the whole thing is red. Because maybe she has a cold. I have a cold. Okay, so before we finish up, I really want to kind of just emphasize the contour in the nose. Again, I'm feeling like it's just getting like washed away, so I'm just going to take a little bit of a nice brown powder, really contour that nose. You know me, it's my videos. They go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and I'm never happy with it till the end. And then I'll just sculpt out my concealer just to make sure that the nose doesn't look like muddy. And like maybe just a little bit more highlight, cause like, why not? Oh, baby. Hey, hey. So for the lips, she definitely just has a generic childlike color to her lips. So that's basically all we're gonna do. So we're gonna take our little cubie guy that we used on the cheeks before. I'm gonna apply it. You really just want that like your lip color but better color, and then you kind of just tap it out to like blend it so it blends with your natural lip line. And I just kind of clean up a little bit, not too much, because you still want that like undefined mouth shape. And then for our finishing touches, all I want to do is take that same powder highlighter that we use, and I want to just apply it to my inner corners just to really like open up the eyes and give it that like childhood sparkle. You're just trying to make the look of innocence in a child's eyes. Then I'm just going to use this highlighty stick, and it's just a cream one, so it's really, really soft. And I'm just going to line the waterline. And that's just going to give us another like chance to like open up the eyes and give us a little sparkle. Perfect! Okay, so a final little powder just to set everything in place. And there we have it.
I've been loving everything you are. Your eyes alone are the brightest stars. I could stand you all night, just drinking in your
makeup for Halloween. It's so freaking cute. I may even pull this one up like during, you know, like Christmas time because it's adorable. But I super love this makeup. If you guys have any other suggestions for videos, please leave them down below. I really do want to get some Halloween videos and, like, you know, party this Halloween season as I love it. And thanks guys so much for watching. Sorry about the squeaky chair, trying to work on that. And with all that said, I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.